Hello. So today I want to tell you about the charming game Milkman. This recently fulfilled off of Kickstarter and I believe is now available for retail purchase. This game is charming, it's adorable, it has simultaneous play, which I love, so you're getting to do something every turn. It is for 2 to 4 players, although I have found a way to play solo that I feel like works pretty well. And it says ages 14 and up, but realistically, it's probably more like 10 and up can play this. So let me tell you a little bit about it. Every player is going to get their own farm board where you will have tanks. That is where you're going to store your raw milk. You get to start out with 2 cows, which how cute are these meeples? So you're going to start out with 2 cows, and throughout the game, you'll have the opportunity to buy up to 5. You will have your raw milk in the tanks, and when you gain raw milk, you can gain it to 1 tank so that you get multiple in 1 tank, or you can split it between your tanks, and you will have the option to purchase a 3rd tank that is a little smaller but can still help you out. And then down here you have your holding area because you will convert your raw milk to one of the 3 types of milk. So there is skim milk, whole milk, and chocolate milk. So what you're going to do is through dice actions, you're going to be able to choose one of your tanks and convert all of the milk in that tank to 1 type. You could then choose your other tank and convert all of the milk to that type. And these will go down here in your bottling area. The ultimate goal is then eventually you will load it onto your truck and you will deliver it out to the customers. So your initial truck can hold 6 milk bottles and can move a distance of 5 or can do 5 actions, and you can again pay to upgrade where you can hold more milk and go farther. So all of this is going on, but how do we make it happen? Well, each turn there will be 4 white dice and 2 black dice. The game is played over a series of rounds, so depending if you're playing a 2, 3, or 4 player game, that will determine how many rounds you have, which are tracked on this cute little board with this Milkman. So you can see that if you are playing with 4 players, you have fewer rounds, 2 players, you have more rounds. A round means everybody gets to be the lead player once, and the lead player means they rolled the white dice. Everybody else just gets to roll and take actions off of their black dice. So let's put our cute little milk truck on the board. And here at this board is where we are going to have our order cards. So there will be order cards out here. And as you can see, it says 1, 2, 3, and 4, which corresponds to zones 1, 2, 3, and 4 on our delivery board. So if I were the lead player this turn, I can roll the dice, and the white dice are locked. They only get to be rolled 1 time, which is fine. There are ways you can pay money to change that. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then you have your black dice, and they, much like in Yahtzee, can be re-rolled up to 3 times. So if I don't like what I got, I can re-roll 1 or both. So let's say I did that. So now I get to use these actions, and if I choose not to use any specific action, I gain $1 instead. So first off is the money action, which is great because we need money to upgrade all the things in our farm. So I get 3 money for that. And then I have a milking action. So I get to milk my 2 cows, and you get to take these actions in any order that you want. And again, I can distribute between one of my tanks or both of my tanks. I then have 3 labor actions. Now for labor, I can do a few different things. I can get one of the delivery cards and put it out in my area. So maybe for one of my labor actions, I'm going to take this one and put it here. My other labor option is that I can buy an upgrade. So that could be upgrading to the 3rd tank. That could be upgrading my truck to the bigger side, or that could be purchasing an additional cow. But if you ever have 2 of a dice, you can also use them as a wild and take a different action. So I don't really have a lot of money yet, so maybe I'm not ready to upgrade. So instead, I'll use these as a wild to get some more money. And then I can take the bottling action. So I could take from this tank and turn it into 2 whole milks, because that is what my customer down here is going to want. And that would be my turn as the lead player. Play would pass to the next person and they would do all of that. And I would simply get to roll my black dice. Same thing, I can re-roll them up to 3 times, except for the spilled milk action. If you get that, it is locked unless you pay to change it. So anytime I can pay $2 to change the value of one of the white dice if I'm the lead player, or not change the value, to re-roll it, excuse me. Or I can pay $4 to pick the side of the white dice that I want. So it guarantees I can get the option that I want. We talked about, if you see the truck action, this truck can do 5 action points. So I can load my truck for 1. And really, you can load all of the bottles on there, even if you're not going to deliver all of them at that time. Maybe you're just wanting to clear up room. And then I can move my truck for 2, 3, 4. And then I can unload my order for 5. And you have to complete your whole order. So then this is going to get me points at the end of the game. And then now my truck is stuck there, so I will have to use future truck actions in order to bring my truck back, reload, and re-deliver. So then the more cards that you can deliver, the more points you're going to get. You can see different orders have different point values. Like this one that was 2 whole milks is only worth 2 points. This one is 6 bottles, so it's 2 wholes, 2 skims, and 2 chocolates, but it's going to get me 8 points at the end of the game. So then orders will refill, you can take more orders, so on and so forth, and you play until you are out of rounds. I think this game is very charming. It's really fun to convert your resources from raw milk to bottled milk to putting it on your truck to delivering the orders. I love this game. So when I play it solo, the way that I do it is I pretend I'm playing a 3-player game. So that will give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds. And so what I do is I take a turn as the lead player, and then I take 2 turns only rolling my black dice. I advance the round marker. I take a turn as the lead player, 2 more turns only rolling the black dice. And I found that works really well if you don't have other people that you are playing with. I kind of did this to learn the game so that then I could teach it to others. It's not an official solo mode, but it works well for me. I love this game. I think it's super cute, really fun. I think it's great to get new people into gaming because it's very approachable. Like I said, it's just charming. So I really enjoy Milkman. I would love to know, what do you think of it? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.